Good day, everyone. Take two. Yeah, first time I forgot to turn the sound on. Let's see if it will work this time. Crossing my fingers. So, today's a what sold for the weekend of the 18th to the 21st. I might have sent some packages out earlier on the 18th, so it's from then until last night. So far, I haven't got anything today. So, I figured I would do this. I sold 20 items between Poshmark and eBay, and we will start with Poshmark. So the first item is this vintage brooch. Move that out of my way. This vintage brooch, and if I'm looking down, it's because I have my notes beside me. I'll pop them up here a little bit. Nope, that's not working. So yeah, we'll just stick them down here. It is a vintage brooch, daisy flower, that's what I called it. Not really quite sure what kind of flower it is. I spent $4.50 on this brooch. These are Canadian dollars, by the way. This came in a jewelry lot, which wasn't the greatest, so my average cost of goods ended up being a little higher than what I would like. So I profited $1.55. And it took 14 days to sell, so I didn't lose any money. Next, and surprisingly, this is another one I didn't lose any money. So this has been sitting around in my store for 445 days now. It's a Nike golf jacket, extra large pullover. I thought it would sell. It does have a black mark on the shoulder. Let's see. Yeah, you can barely see it in the photos. It's hard to take a picture. I got an offer of $10. I took it. I spent $6. I made 5 cents. Now we have a Peter Millar sweater. This is a pullover vintage sweater. It has pockets. Everybody loves pockets. It's got this nice logo. As you can see, it was made in Korea. And I bought this for $5.25. It sold for $35, and I profited $22.75. And it only took 7 days to sell. So I do pick up most Peter Millar. I love Peter Millar pants, and I will pick up their sweaters. And I pick up the Polo Summer Comfort. I think it's the ones, but even then, polos are still hard. I do leave the dress shirts behind. They do not sell for me at all. So, next will be these Pendleton Jeans, women's size 14 slim straight. I would have paid $5.65 for these at my local Frenchies. And I sold them for $33 with a shipping discount of $3.50. So that made $17.25, not bad. And it only took 41 days to sell. These are a pair of Puma suede Big Sean sneakers, size 11, orange. These sold earlier that day on eBay. And I think even for a lesser price, because I really just wanted them out the door. And then they got canceled. Apparently they weren't the right color. I'm not sure what that meant, but I canceled them. I relisted them right away over on Poshmark, and within the hour I got an offer for $40, which was great. I accepted it. Couldn't accept it fast enough. So they sold for $40, and I only paid $5 for them. So I have a profit of $27, and it took 68 days for them to sell. And here we have National Geographic's World Lot of 7. These came in a box lot of magazines that I got off of Facebook for free, so no cost of goods to me. And these have been in my store for 507 days, so thank God they're gone. Yeah, somebody sent me an offer for $14 because they were free. I would have probably even took less than that. And I made $10.05 off of something that I got for free. And here we have Torrid. Torrid and I have a love-hate relationship. I'm not sure if I will really be picking up a lot of shirts these days. I find they don't go for much, but this one sold for $22. I offered a shipping discount. So my net profit was $10.15. And I only had it for 3 days. So, I mean, that wasn't too bad, but I can never tell for me what will sell and what won't. This was a 2X. The bigger sizes do sell. Mind you, in Toward jeans, I have picked them up in size 12, and they have sold great. So it's difficult. I'm not really quite sure where I'm leaning right now. Lastly, on Poshmark is this Tommy Hilfiger sweater men's cardigan. I really just liked the looks of it. It did have a bit of fading to it. Yeah, and I did say the blue had some fading look. I did take an offer. No, I sent an offer through the bundle for $18 just because I have a backlog of sweaters and I really need them gone. They just take up so much room and it's just time to get them out of there. Oh, sorry, my throat hurts a little bit today. So I spent $5.25, sold for $18, made a profit of $8.08, and it took 120 days to sell. So first over on eBay is this Tommy Bahama 2 extra large long sleeve silk blue shirt. People say don't pick up Tommy. We still pick up Tommy. I'm more particular these days. I like large sizes. And I would rather just pick up silk and linen. And even linen these days are not doing the greatest for me. But the silk ones, I think this is the 3rd or 4th in the last month or so that we've sold. So this one I spent $4.65 and it sold for $41.21. Now you'll see the US price here. I'm converting it over to what I got in Canadian. So this was all together. I paid $9.40 to ship it, and so I made a $21.10 profit, and it was in my store for less than a month. Next we have this Under Armour hat. It's quilted. Oh, I thought I had a stain, but I guess that's my computer screen. My husband found this one for $2.75. We don't normally look at hats, and as I say that, 2 of them are in this video. So, like I said, $2.75. I sold it for $31.95, and shipping was $7.75. So I made a profit of $16.77, and it was 15 days. So less than a month. I might start looking at hats a little bit more. See, as you can tell, shipping's not the greatest for us, so hats are normally something that I just never picked up. And something else that I may not be picking up too much anymore, Nike Pro Men's Extra Large Dry Fit. This we've had for 165 days, and I paid $4.40 for it. Yeah, so we sold it for $27.27, and it cost me $7.75 to ship it. And that gave me a profit of $10.92. I don't know. I'm still on, these are sometimes my bread and butter things, but I don't know much about this type of clothing to know which to pick up and which to leave behind. So I'm still trying to debate. This one did have a couple of picks on the mesh part. And then we have this Tafari brooch. Now, as you can see right off the bat, it is flawed. It has some yellowing. I think it's the glue that holds the stone in. And this one here, I did buy for $1 in a jewelry lot. That wasn't too bad. And sold for $30.77. And you can see here where it is stamped Tafari. Trafari. Cost me $7.64 to still ship it. So, I mean, we don't get the cheaper shipping. That is probably the cheapest that I'll get for most things. But I did make a profit of $17.43. And this was in our store for 156 days. And off to the next hat. This is a Stormy Chromer. I've never heard of it. I just looked up the brand when I seen it. I paid $1.75 and it sold for $28.35. I think this particular style goes for more, but because of slow sales and stuff, I've been taking lower offers than I normally would want to. Shipping was $7.65, and I made a profit of $14.67. So, I mean, it was still pretty good, and I only had it for 16 days. So, like I said, maybe I'll be looking at hats just a little bit more. Then we have these Tommy Hilfiger men's carpenter tapered high-rise vintage jeans. We don't pick up Tommy, but when they are vintage, I still pick them up. These sat around for 135 days, and I sold them for $70.18. I only paid $4.95 for them. Shipping was $17.97, and that was just to a couple provinces over from me. So, yeah, our shipping here in Canada is pretty steep. I have to use a few different shipping methods to try to get the best optimization for me. But I did make $37.81 on a pair of jeans, so that is great. Then we have this, the Stone initial monogram C purse shoulder handbag black pink. Those are all my keywords. I bought this off an auction in a box full of purses. That probably wasn't my best buy. It worked out to being $4.50, so everything from that auction I did an average cost of goods, and that's what it got. I sold 2 purses from this lot, and I am not sure that I'm going to sell any more, but I'm crossing my fingers and I'm hoping that at least some of them will sell. Yeah, so I spent $4.50, sold it for $33.18, shipped it for $7.65, and I made $15.57. And this one sold in 15 days. Then we have these Doctor Who. I got a friend sitting next to me, so he was moving. We have these Doctor Who suspenders. I bought these for my daughter a few years ago. She's got older. She was getting rid of some of her stuff, so I took these, put them up. Sold for $20.97, and I actually think there was ones up cheaper than mine. Shipping was $7.64, and I made $9.91, and it only took nine days to sell for something that we already had. So, if you're not sure what to sell, start looking around your house for the things. I got tons of stuff here I still got to go through. Then we have this. This was back in my Amazon days, and at that time, the comps then said that it was going to sell. Never did. So when I called my Amazon stuff back home, this was one of them. Let me flip my paper. I paid $2 for it. Sold for $22.80. Shipped it for $7.65. So I made $6.60. But it took 586 days for it to sell. And maybe even longer than that. I don't know if I recorded the date when I had it in Amazon or when I put it in eBay. But it's been a while. Yeah, because I mean, I've refreshed it a few times since then. Then we have this Monster High Secret Keepers Crypt playset. I bought a lot off of Facebook 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I sold all the Monster Highs. Everything else estimated about $2 a piece. So I sold the Monster Highs already. I might still have 1 or 2 in my store. But this and a few other bigger pieces were sitting around in my death pile for 2 years. I listed it 9 days ago. Sold it for $52.32. And I paid $18.46 to ship it, unfortunately. But I still made $23.74 for something that's been sitting in my house for 2 years, taking up room. So list your death piles. And lastly, the last thing are these North Face pants. These are 36 long. Yeah, 36 long. They say that right there. And I don't like selling North Face. My husband keeps picking it up. I don't like selling the pants. They just don't seem to go for me. And well, they do, but it's very, very cheaply. Now these ones did sell for $35.81 all in. I bought them for $5.65. Shipping was $10.84, so I only made $13.83. But most of the offers that I get are like 12 bucks, 13 bucks, 15 bucks. It's just with my shipping being so horrible, I can't. I mean, I charge shipping. You see, I charge $10.95 to for the US and a little bit more for Canada because it costs a little bit more to send in Canada. So, but yeah, I don't. I've tried to convince him to stop picking them up. We'll see how well that works. So let's see. Numbers. Gross sales for the weekend, $615.10. Cost of goods, 75 cents. That would have been nice. $75. Fees were $107.73. My shipping was $128.72. So my net profit was $303.65. So a little less than half, which I don't really like. It's the shipping. I haven't figured out a way to have a cheaper shipping that I have tracking, because most of my stuff, unless it's postcards, have tracking. And tracking here can, like I don't use Canada Post often, but I tend to use UPS more because you can use PayPal Net Parcel, and it's a lot cheaper than Canada Post. And I use a service called Chit Chats, which is a cross-border shipper, but that is like an hour and some away from me. So we only tend to use that when we know we're going up that way, and then we'll send a load up. So some of this stuff is going to Chit Chats out on Wednesday. Today is a holiday, so I don't actually have to ship out until Wednesday. So half of this stuff will go to my local shipping couriers, and the other half will wait till Wednesday and get it through the USPS shipping couriers. So that's my sales for this weekend. I'm hoping to start doing more of these more frequently, and I do have a couple of thrift auction hauls that I have had in my backlog. So I will start to get those up. I like doing this because I like to connect with people, and I like to see my progress grow and see other people's progress grow. So if you want to subscribe, hit the button, hit the thumbs, do all the things, and I'll see you in the next video.